Have you ever had to navigate a workplace with coworkers from wildly disparate generations? It can be difficult to bridge generational gaps, resulting in miscommunication, disputes, and lost opportunities. The challenges of managing a staff that spans generations overwhelmed me as well. I came into Gentelligence, the revolutionary approach to leading an intergenerational workforce by Megan Gerhardt, Josephine Nachemson-Ekwall, and Brandon Fogel at that point. For me, this book has completely changed the game. It has given me useful skills to promote collaboration and build a more inclusive work environment, in addition to helping me better understand and value the opinions of my coworkers. For those looking to enhance their leadership abilities and forge closer bonds with their team, Gentelligence provides a plethora of insights and practical guidance. Accompany us on this enlightening journey. To make sure you don't miss out on this series, please click the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Let's examine the most important takeaways from this book. This is the first lesson. Value the diversity of generations as a strength. All right, so let's get to the main point. Every generation has something special to contribute in the form of distinct viewpoints, experiences, and abilities. Rather than simply putting up with these distinctions, we ought to celebrate them and leverage them to strengthen our teams. How may this be put to use? Now, visualize this. You are the project manager for a group of people that includes both new and seasoned workers. Change things up by allocating work according to seniority or age. Let the younger members of the team offer new technology, while the more seasoned members give their years of industry knowledge and insights. This strategy yields a more inventive and well-rounded team, which is its main advantage. You'll be able to generate original ideas more quickly and from all angles. It also fosters an inclusive atmosphere where everyone is respected and feels valued. For instance, a baby boomer and a Gen Z employee were teamed in one company to work on a marketing campaign. The younger staff member offered novel social media tactics, while the more senior employee contributed years of expertise and understanding of consumer behavior. When combined, they greatly exceeded the campaign's target audience. This brings us to our second important lesson: reject stereotypes. The basic premise here is straightforward. Age stereotypes are lazy. We should get to know people rather than making assumptions about them based just on their generation. Not only does a person's birth decade shape them, but also their individual experiences. How can we apply this in real life? Ask open-ended questions about their viewpoint the next time you're working with someone from a different generation. Don't automatically assume that they won't comprehend new technology or that their concepts are antiquated. Invite people to offer their opinions by starting conversations. Here, the main benefit is that you can foster stronger teamwork by rejecting preconceptions. When individuals feel appreciated and understood for who they are rather than merely for what year they were born, teams function more effectively. Frankly speaking, nobody enjoys being placed in a box. For example, a manager at one organization felt her senior colleague wouldn't be into the new technology the company was introducing. It turned out he had been playing around with the same software on his own time and had some ideas that increased the productivity of the whole crew. The team functioned more effectively as a unit after the stereotype was dispelled. The topic of the third important lesson is developing an inclusive culture for all generations. The key takeaway is that a team cannot be considered inclusive unless all members, regardless of age, have a sense of belonging. Adopting a policy that actively fosters an atmosphere where individuals of all generations feel valued and heard is not enough to demonstrate your support for diversity. Then, how can we accomplish this? Begin by promoting age-appropriate cooperation. Arrange brainstorming sessions or gatherings that unite people of different generations and ensure that each person has an opportunity to share their ideas. Additionally, you can provide policies that are flexible enough to accommodate the unique needs of each age, such as mentoring programs for senior employees or remote work possibilities for younger ones. This has the advantage of encouraging better ideas and greater involvement when individuals of all ages feel included. Moreover, it increases retention and loyalty. If workers of all generations believe they are a part of something greater, they are more likely to remain with the company. Here's an illustration. One office's leadership instituted reverse mentoring. While senior staff offered career guidance, younger team members trained more senior staff members on new technologies. In addition to facilitating learning, it fostered trust and respect among team members. Now let's discuss the fourth important lesson. Encourage transparent communication between generations. The basic notion at hand is straightforward. Respectful, honest communication between generations is necessary. One of the main causes of miscommunication and misunderstandings is a presumption about the beliefs of the opposing group. Let's have a conversation instead of speculating. How may this be put to use? Whether it's through routine team meetings, one-on-one check-ins, or informal coffee discussions, start by creating venues where individuals feel comfortable sharing their opinions. Regardless of age or skill level, encourage everyone to speak up. Don't just listen. Listen with the intention of understanding. The main benefit here is that issues are resolved more quickly, and everyone feels included in the process when there is open communication. As a result, barriers between age groups are lessened and professional ties are strengthened. Moreover, a lot of those generation gap annoyances will be avoided for you. At one company, for example, there was a feedback forum where staff members of various generations could voice issues and suggestions. A junior team member expressed dissatisfaction with the absence of adaptability inside the workplace. Senior leadership was contacted as a result, and they discovered that by making small adjustments like providing remote work choices, they could benefit everyone. A candid conversation resolved the issue. Utilizing generational strengths for business success is the final and most important lesson. It is important to remember that every generation has something worthwhile to contribute. Rather than attempting to standardize everyone, we ought to capitalize on their talents. Younger generations tend to be more tech-savvy, but older generations may have extensive industry experience. The secret is understanding how to best utilize these advantages for the team as a whole. So, how can we implement this? Assigning individuals to jobs according to their areas of strength is one method. Allow your senior staff to spearhead long-term planning, for instance, while your junior staff concentrates on developing fresh technological solutions. Form teams with members of varying ages to ensure that their strengths are complemented by one another. The primary advantage of this strategy is that productivity and efficiency can be increased by taking advantage of generational differences. The team becomes more dynamic and productive when everyone is allowed to do what they do best. People also feel like they're making a meaningful contribution, which raises morale. A corporation assembled teams with a mix of ages, for instance, to launch a significant product. The younger staff members led the social media campaign utilizing innovative methods, while the elder staff members assisted with the overall strategy because of their extensive industry insights. Collectively, they outperformed their sales goals and attracted a larger audience than they had previously. For those who wish to succeed in the diverse and dynamic workplace of today, Gentelligence is an essential read. The writers present a roadmap for establishing more robust relationships, encouraging teamwork, and developing an inclusive and effective work environment by offering useful tactics and doable actions. I appreciate your time. Remember to hit the notification bell, like, and subscribe to our channel.